knocked it loose. We come up, and we got 2 point-blank layups to take a lead, and now we get to defend with a lead, and we get nothing out of it. Great play by their kid chasing that second guy down, and what a block, what an unbelievable play. But credit Charlotte. I thought my guys played hard. Ball didn't go in the basket for us. We didn't shoot any free throws. We shot 20 free throws every game we played this year. We didn't shoot any today. Credit to Charlotte. Credit to Charlotte. They're a good team. I've been fortunate to see good teams up close and in person over my years, and they're one of them. They got all the components to win a lot of games.
Frank, last night you said that you were here to play for a championship. Is it a little tougher to swallow, I guess, not being able to do that when you had a substantial lead in the first half?
Yeah, when you play good teams, leads kind of come and go. We weren't playing a bunch of freshmen that were going to take the ball and go home because their feelings got hurt because we outplayed them in the first half. No, they came out, they played like older, mature guys, and they went at us. And we didn't respond well when they went at us. That's why we went from up whatever we were at halftime to down 7 in the second half. But then we responded well the last 7, 8 minutes of the game, whatever, and had a chance to win. That's all you can ever ask for when you play a good team. Disappointing that we're not playing Sunday for the championship, but I'm real proud of the fight in our guys and their belief in what we're trying to do. We gotta eventually we're gonna win these games kind of like this against quality opponents consistently. It's coming, still part of the growing process.
Frank, what happened on the 2 half-court plays with Menda?
The play was designed to run all kinds of stuff and then throw it to Limones for a top of the key 3. And he's wide open. He didn't make the pass. I'm not going to sit here and blame Mendogas. The reason we even got back in the game was because of that dude's toughness on the inside. I probably shouldn't have gotten on him the way I did at the end of the game there. But, we had timeout, we had the review, we had 97 times that we spoke about what we wanted to do, and they switched, and you got a 6'11" guy versus a 6'2" guy wide open for a top of the key 3. I was playing for the win, and he didn't throw it. And then we keep the ball, and then I don't know. I got to watch the film on the last one on the 5-second count. Sindarius came. It's a play we run. He came off, and they never switched. So I don't know why he wasn't open. Now he's being guarded by a 6'8" guy that's got arms from here to the wall. Not as easy a pass as those of us that were not in the game might think it was.
On the second try, was there any thought of maybe switching the play, kicking it back to half court, and going from there?
Not really. Not really. It's a play we practice, a play we run. We just, and Stroman didn't go where he was supposed to. He cut. He didn't stand and hide. He just cut to the wrong place. So we ended up with 2 guys in the same place. But that's on me. We haven't practiced that as much as we need to, and that solely falls on my shoulders.
When you say a team comes out and imposes their will on you, what can you just don't have the players to be able to respond? Is there something that
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you on that one. You play good teams. They don't take the ball and go home. They don't say, hey, we're down 9, I can't believe it, and they can cry and go home. They don't do that. They come out, they regroup, and say, all right, stop. Just like we did when we were down 7. You regroup, you settle down, and you start making the plays that you're capable of making. We came out the second half, and it looked like we were just kind of walking our dogs in the park. And they went at us, and we never responded. And those first 10 minutes of the second half was a struggle because we would not buckle in and understand that these are some big boys coming at us. We need to punch back here, and we need to be strong. And eventually we did. We didn't do it soon enough.
Sindarius had a good look. Was that the call from baseline out of bounds right there?
Yeah. Limones should have slipped.
Yeah.
Should have slipped. It's. I think Limones was the one setting the screen. Sindarius made a great read. We got an open shot. That's. You see, I can live with that one. I can't live with the 5-second count. We got a shot, which is what you're trying to do, 5-second count. I can't live with it because I feel like I haven't put our guys in that situation in practice enough you have to get a shot attempt. And if you don't get a shot attempt, that falls on the coach to be better prepared for that moment. Obviously, I haven't spent as much time as I need on that.
Sin, you were making a lot of shots in the first half. Second half was a little bit tougher. Did they do something differently, or were things just not going down for you? And on that last play, did you think your shot had a chance on that one?
Well, they didn't really do anything any different. Coming out of the second half, I still had open looks, just missed them. And at the end of the play, at the end of the game, yeah, I think it was a good shot. Like Coach said, I ran, and the guy went under the screen. I faded the screen, and I had two guys running at me, but it was plain look. I could see the rim, and I could get my shot off. So I felt like it was a good enough look for me to shoot it.
That's why I said Limones. I got to see it on film, but they both ran at him. So Limones was probably open on the slip, but game's fast. Sometimes we, as players, they don't make the perfect decision. But we got a shot off.
We're building your 14-point lead. Do you think that was about as good as you guys can play? Was that your team at the top of its game right there?
We're playing well. We're playing well, Phil. We're playing well. I thought we were playing with discipline and toughness defensively. I thought on offense, what we spoke about trying to do this morning in the game, I thought we were doing it. When we were open, we made shots. It's hard to win when you can't score in the paint. And we just didn't consider. We got a basket in the paint every 5-8 minutes. You gotta score in the paint. You gotta drive it in the paint. You gotta catch it in the paint. You gotta get fouled in the paint, and you gotta make shots in the paint. And we just, when you play a team that's big and athletic like they are, it's gonna be hard to settle for threes. And that's when I go back and watch the film, Phil. That's gonna be my unhappiness.
Franco, what's going on with Ty Johnson? Just seems like ever since he had those 21 points against Baylor, he's just last 2 games haven't been great for him. Just what's going on with that?
Think about the way Marcus Stroman played down the stretch, played 18 minutes in the second half.
He was playing well in the first half. He just picked up those 2 fouls. Just picked up those 2 fouls, so I couldn't play him as much as I wanted to in the first half. Marcus has a lot of courage. Marcus is very, very connected to what I want done on the floor, and they started switching defenses on us there a little bit in the second half. Zone, man, and it kind of threw him out of whack for a little while. He wasn't sure what to run, but even that last drive where they called the jump ball, that's a freshman kid. The game on the line, fearless of the moment. It's Marcus gonna be okay. Marcus gonna be all right.
Carrera on the bench
Last
in the
question.
last minutes because Cassius was playing so well.
What's great? I'm just telling you what's great. People always want to know why people are sitting and other people. Okay, why can't we ever give credit to the guys that are in the game? We're always worried about the people who don't play. I didn't think he was playing. And Mendogas, I thought, gave us the toughness and the discipline at the rim that we weren't having. Playing his tail off. I think he had 10 points. I don't think he missed a shot. Had 5 offensive rebounds. Our point guard, Marcus Stroman, got as many defensive rebounds as our starting 4 and 5 did for the game. So, I don't make decisions worried about people's feelings. I make decisions based on what I think is going to help us win. I know you guys like asking questions about the people that are mad, so you can create a story 3 games into the season and just create all kinds of controversy so everyone's got something to talk about. I understand. I get it. I love it. I get to do this with you for 30 more times this year.
Thank you, everybody.